Story time. Okay, so I want to pick up from where I left off last time in regards to my spiritual awakening. But before I do that, I just want to talk to you guys about my plans for the channel. So my upload strategy is going to be Mondays will be an upload based on like an energy update, things happening in the world, just a general video on kind of what's happening and an ascension update, so to speak. Wednesdays and Friday, my plan is to just continue on kind of explaining my ascension journey from 2017 when I had my spiritual awakening until present day. Anyways, let's get started. So, where I left off, I just had this magical experience, and coming from somebody that's was atheist and didn't believe in that stuff at all. I had heard the stories, but just figured it was people making it up. This was pretty eye opening for me. And because I wasn't working at the time, I was doing a seasonal door to door job where I would actually, it was me and another guy's business basically. We would just go door to door. We'd price out asphalt repairs for driveways, and then we would sell those jobs to asphalt companies in the area that would do the work. And we weren't working at the time because it was like coming into spring. Um, and I had all this time on my hands to research what was going on. That's the cool part about the internet nowadays is we have the ability to communicate with people all around the world and kind of share our stories and see that we're not alone in what's happening, which is why we're becoming very hard to sort of control for the ones doing so. So that and the fact that our technology that we're getting is getting pretty good as well. So that helps us out. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Because of this job that I was doing, I was really good at sales. I learned that quite quickly, and not because I was. It just came naturally to me. I don't know why. Um, People just like buying from me, I guess. I don't know. But because of that, I had saw this potential to go work for a company called Vivint because you can make a lot of money doing door-to-door sales. It's secured home security system. It's like they were the first ones to do the doorbell cameras and all that sort of stuff. But when I was joining, there was a lot of other companies doing it at the time. That and the fact that I just couldn't convince myself that it was a necessity, that it was something people needed. Versus now, my job is to sell fitness and sell like coaching, personal training, and that's incredibly easy because everybody needs that, and I know that. So it's if I don't sign the person up, I feel like I've failed them. Versus this was completely different. So I really struggled, and at the time, every day was euphoria, like just bliss. I would wake up, I would go outside first thing. I would put on my headphones and I'd listen to 432 hertz. If you guys haven't heard of that, look up 432HZ. It's nature's frequency. It's what music all resonated at, the natural frequency, until the Rockefellers told them to change it, and it ever since then it's been I can't remember what it is now, but it's just slightly different, but it throws everything off and creates chaos in our biorhythms, and that's why. So be careful listening to music for long periods of time. Every now and again is fine, but just don't make it your everyday, all day sort of thing like I used to do. So like I was saying, at the time it was all great. I had this morning routine down where I would I would listen to the music. I would get into sunlight. I would do my breath work, do my meditations, do my stretching, detox tea. I was doing the vegan diet at the time because I was suffering from. Sorry, I should have started with this actually. I was suffering from um, like debilitating stomach pains in the morning. I would have this brutal nausea that would just, I couldn't eat anything. I would just like gag as I was trying to swallow food. And as someone that was really into fitness and into bodybuilding, I really hated this because I like to get my food in the morning before I would train, which funny enough, this whole thing was just a blessing in the long run because it showed me about intermittent fasting and eating a whole food diet, the importance of that, because I knew it was important, but I didn't realize how important eating a whole food diet is. Processed food is literally killing us. Our guts are not meant to digest it. It struggles. And if you do this for years and years, as you know, our generations, we've grown up on McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King, Pizza Hut, and all those culprits, which are also good, but unfortunately, it's not real food. And when we just do this day in, day out over time, it kills us. And truth be told, I believe we could be living to, we should be living to at least 120 by now, pretty comfortably. I think in our 70s and 80s, we should still be very physically fit. I think things are really thrown off because of that. But hey, that's a whole other video. This is about my ascension journey. And um, so, anyways, everything was great in the mornings. This carried on for about 3 months. And then I got this job offer to go to Winnipeg and work for Vivint. So I took it, but things didn't quite go so well. But looking back on it now, this was kind of the beginning of the dark night of the soul. It just got delayed because when I got home, um, my mom and me suddenly decided to go to Mexico. She just broken up with her in her relationship there, and I had done so moving to Winnipeg. So it was funny timing there. We both decided, hey, let's go. I know, right? Mexico with your mom, but we were pretty close, so it was fine. We went, we had a good time together, and we met some cool people, so it was all good. But during this time, I hadn't drank in a while, and that was really helping my vibration, my connection with source, all of these things. And I started drinking while I was there, and it just completely changed everything. I felt disconnected. I felt very unhappy in a level like I let myself down. It was a weird feeling that I'd never felt before. And this was before my addiction, which we'll get into, where sort of drugs and alcohol really had took over my life for a while. But that was the dark night of the soul, and it hadn't fully began yet. Yet this was I was still in that bliss state. It was just things don't happen life in life like suddenly. It's sort of like fades in, fades out, fades in, fades out. Everything in life. These solar flares, how they hit the earth. It's like you start to feel it, you feel it heavy, and then you kind of don't feel it as much, and then it's gone. Best I can do to describe that. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna leave it there for today. I'll leave it at the very beginning of my Dark Night of the Soul, and when that became apparent. But see, I really think it's important that I talk about this because when I was going through the Dark Night of the Soul, I didn't realize that, even though I knew what the Dark Night of the Soul was because I had read about it and researched it, but I didn't realize that it was happening in the moment. It's so subtle as it again, it's one of these things that creeps in, peaks, and then slowly fades out. I didn't realize it was happening until way later, probably till 6 months after it was over. I realized that I had just been through it, and it lasted about 7 years. So that's where I'm going to leave it today. Again, if you guys want to follow this journey, subscribe. Please hit the like button. It just helps more people see this, and it helps my channel grow. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, leave a comment. Please share your journey, your experiences along the way. I'd love to hear about them. Other than that, take care, and we'll see you next time.